Become a general of mighty armies at the Kings of War Hub. Take command of elves, dwarves and orcs in this game of masked fantasy combat on beastsofwar.com. From Viking halls to the cities of the future, terrain buffs will love our foreground hub. Watch gaming tables of all genres come to life at beastsofwar.com.
Hi everyone, welcome to Bolt Action Locked and Loaded. John, today we're going to have a talk about one of your favourite units, the sniper team.
Yes.
Now, these are deadly small units which are hard to get rid of once you get them into the right cover. We've discussed this before in earlier episodes.
Yep.
They can be an absolute pain. Well, you and Chez sit down to actually show off how they're used.
Yes, we do.
So let's move across to that first, because I want everyone to see exactly what you and Chez think of doing with them. Then we'll come back and just have a little chit-chat about how you and me would use them and what we've maybe learned from it.
Okay guys, we're going to continue with the series of my tips and hints for bolt action players. Here we're going to look at snipers. Me and John have been playing through a game for a couple of turns. We've got to a point where the snipers are left. They've been waiting for different things to come into range. And we're going to have a look at the options as and when they come up. So we've got a sniper team left to move each. So let's pull the dice out first and see which one of us gets to go. That's German, so that's me. So my sniper team is down here in this building. Now from his line of sight, I can see quite a lot. He set up using his special rules in a nice position. Yeah. So I can see these squads, I can see your machine gun team. It's a bit out of it at the moment. I can see your sniper team, which might be an option. Yeah. But what I'm looking at is this whole area. I've been putting this under fire for a few turns now. I don't want your lieutenant to be able to jump across and reinforce these. So at the moment, I think my priority is going to be to shoot your lieutenant. If I can kill him with my exceptional damage and picking him out of the squad, then I think these guys all of these are going to be really under some threat. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to give myself a fire order. I am going to measure my range and make sure I am in short range. The extended range of the rifle means that even at 15 inches, I'm at short range. Yep. And I get to roll to hit. So I am a base of 3. You're a small team, so I'm a 4+ to hit. There we go, that's a 4. Okay. And then I will roll to wound, and I rolled a 1. Ooh. Sadly, I didn't get it, but I did get a pin marker on it.
So you've now made him a little bit skittish.
Yeah, a little bit skittish.
Way to say it, yeah.
But yeah. He's going to run across there in a second. So in terms of my choices there, I could have chosen NCOs or Bren guns or even your sniper team, but for me, really important to try and get him down. So theoretically, it should be your sniper left this turn. Now you've got a few similar options.
I do.
Let's have a look. What can you see from your position? Right.
Well, from my position, I have this squad here. So I have an infantry squad there that's already done stuff. I have an MG team.
Yes.
Your sniper team is a little bit more in cover than what mine is. Well, from what I can see in line of sight. Yep. I have another infantry unit, and I have an artillery piece as well.
Yep. Okay, well, don't worry about the cover. Snipers ignore all the cover.
Right.
So that is definitely an option. You can shoot my thing. You can shoot NCOs, you can shoot LMGs out of squads. There's a couple of differences between these guys. This is a team weapon, and this is, for all intents and purposes, an artillery piece with a gun shield. Now, normally that's 6s to wound from the front. Again, snipers ignore gun shields. So you can shoot a single crewman off this guy. Yep. But with a team weapon, when you hit it and cause exceptional damage, you actually destroy the entire team. Right. Now, because a sniper, when he stands and fires and uses his sniper rule, he always causes exceptional damage, which means even one wound on an entire team will destroy me. So, there are some good options. The sniper team, you do the same. The MG team is really, it's on ambush at the moment, so it really is holding this road.
Yep, I can't cross this road without him opening up on it.
Yeah. So, what are you going to go for?
I think we're going to try for the MG team.
Okay.
So we'll
try and destroy the whole thing in one go and waste my ambush.
So we'll issue the fire order for it.
Yep. So you're definitely in short range.
Definitely in short range.
There's no cover. There's no anything. I'm not a small team, so no extra minuses. So it's just a 3+ to hit. Okay. Which is a hit. God damn. Yep. And then I'm a regular guy, so you need a 4+ to kill me.
Right.
5. Yes. So you've killed it. So in that instance, the entire team
is now gone.
Destroyed.
I have not only diminished something, I have removed a threat from the board completely.
Yeah, exactly. And that roll, the roll to hit and the roll to win would have killed whatever you'd gone for.
Yeah.
But in this instance, it happened to be a team, and you killed it with that. Snipers, they're quite vulnerable once they come under fire themselves. But if you choose the right target for them, they can be really devastating.
Absolutely.
So I don't know if you guys out there have used snipers very often. I know a lot of you do, and a lot of people have multiple platoons with multiple snipers. And they can be really, really deadly if you choose the right target for them. Don't overextend them. It's only 2 guys.
Yep.
If you guys have used them to great effect, or if you think they're absolutely rubbish, please let us know in the comments below. Get back to us.
Okay, so you were trying to hold them to the end of the turn.
Yeah, I just wanted to do something important with them, I guess.
Yeah, but it's that thing of, they're very good at popping stuff out. I don't know why you held them sort of to the end of the turn. I would activate them early, because then I can weaken something early and have it weak for the rest of the turn.
But well, you'd also have it weakened for the entire game, because whatever you've taken out of that unit will be replaced.
So,
but the problem is that if you get them too early, if you have them in a nice spot, but it's still too early in the game, say, for example, there might not be a lot in line of sight.
True.
The other problem is that you might have too many targets.
Quite true. Your other problem is, say it was your British snipers versus, say, one of my regular squads with the NCO in it. I have the special rule that allows me to get an NCO back.
Yeah.
So I'll be down for a bit and then back up to normal, and then you're back to square one. So is it even worth trying to take the NCOs out of my squad?
Well, with your army in particular, I'd be going for your LMGs.
Of course, with Hitler's buzzsaw, of course.
Yes, I would be definitely taking out your machine guns, because then I'm starting to gain a firepower advantage as well as a numerical advantage.
Quite true. The other thing is, if I start using my medics, you're obviously going to aim for him first. Yes, he's a small team and stuff like that. I think they ignore the small team rule. I'll have to double check that, but don't quote me.
The only problem is I have a moral problem with shooting medics.
Really?
I really wouldn't want to.
I don't know. It's such a useful component on the field. It's taking out something which is really, really important to your opponent. Even your officers, the high-end officers, if you start squaring up to them to take them out, suddenly all those morale bonuses are disappearing left and right.
Yeah, that's true.
The other thing is crude weapons. If you take out the gunner on an MMG team, that's one way to go for it.
I would rather be reducing your firepower all the time.
Okay.
Because especially with the likes of your veterans with the STG-44s, I would like, ideally, if they were in a position I could do it, I would take their NCO out and then start laying into them.
Yeah, because while the NCO was down.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it. Your other problem with them is they can roll out with 2 LMGs.
Yes, that's the other problem. You need to get them out as well. So you need a couple of good turns against something like that to make sure you've reduced its firepower.
You're basically cutting out the parts of the unit you want. They're very much a scalpel unit.
Yeah.
And one that causes a lot of fear between me and John when we see them deployed.
The thing is that... Well, go on.
Well, I think I've actually seen myself at least once fire a shell into a building at a sniper team.
Yes.
just because I had nothing else. It was just like, there's a sniper team right there. They have to... Panther, go!
You have invested a lot of firepower against snipers now.
I have. It is worth it, though, because they are such a scalp. They can pick stuff out.
The thing is that with them... Again, I'm going to go back to the veteran squad. It only takes the snipers 2 really good activation phases to get rid of your LMGs.
Quite true.
And reduce your unit by 8 shots.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
There's that, or there's drop your NCO for a turn and then try and push them. But again, it's a difficult one.
It's the options you have. Guys, drop us a comment below. Tell us how you like to use your snipers. Do you use them as a scalpel to actually weaken units, or do you use it to actually kill firepower in units? Or do you use it to take out the specialists that are around the board?
The other thing
to
is...
actually work out well.
Do you not use snipers, and why?
That's a fair question.
And after this tip, are you considering it now, or are you still thinking?
Fair question. Fair question. Right. Well, John, I think you and me will move across to backstage. We're going to have a talk about one of the fun ones.
Yeah.
This is something that always gives me a beautiful little bit of humor. We're going to be talking about recce vehicles and how they work.
Yes.
I just got my Puma. I want to know how to run it properly.
Yeah.
So, guys, come across and join us on backstage.
The British Army have got a recce vehicle, a scout vehicle out front. Now, it seems to be the bane of most people's lives at the moment in bolt action. So we're going to have a look at the options and the flexibility that a recce vehicle gives you and how you kind of counter those, or perhaps counter them. So at the moment, we've got you're stuck out the front. None of my small arms can actually hit you. So your armor's high enough for that. So you're enclosed, not even the rifles can do it. You're out of sight of my Pack 40. Obviously, you didn't want to get a shot of that.
Yeah.
But I do have a light howitzer there that can, possibly take a chunk out of you. And you've got lots of armor and things moving out the back. But I think this is kind of where we want to concentrate on right now.
Fight for the Iron Kingdoms as a warcaster. Take control of the mighty jacks, arcane devices, and dark sorceries to bring the fight to the War Machine Hub on beastsofwar.com. Anime cyberpunk style meets skirmish combat in Infinity. Experience 8 high-tech factions and fight to control the human sphere at the Infinity Hub on beastsofwar.com.